Good afternoon. This is Joe Scarice, your mortgage lending specialist here in Philadelphia at WeWork in Northern Liberties, working with Michelle Wong at Work Your Money podcast. And I invited a few Philadelphian guests that are within my network, and I'm really appreciative of my network because it really shines out your net worth, especially in Philadelphia, more so than any capital market I've ever been in. And I'm here with Peter Nguyen, an independent contractor, financial advisor with World Financial Group. Thanks for coming out, Peter. And I did document some questions for you, but we know each other from many lives ago.
Yes.
We've been connected on Facebook and all the other social media sites. And I really thank you for coming out and taking a few minutes before you jump back up toward Bucks County. And I know you had a class this morning down in Chinatown on Ray Street at the offices. So I'm just going to get my little questions here. And why don't you tell me a little bit about you and the company?
Okay. Well, thank you, Joe, for having me here today. I'm very honored to be here and discuss about a little bit about the company myself. My name is Peter Nguyen. I've been with the firm for 11 years. I'm an independent contractor. World Financial Group is basically an independent marketing company. We offer a broad array of financial and insurance product to our customer and client. Well, we just offer programs such as insurance, life insurance, retirement account, 401k and IRA, and all the stuff. That's what we do. As for me, I've been with the company for 11 years, and I have an office downtown. So I just have people throughout the state of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware.
So it sounds like you're really working that greater Philadelphia market, which I'm a big fan of. I mean, from a social media perspective, when you're connected within the Philadelphia market, you're only like one or two people away from the next contact you need. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about some of the flagship products that you offer as an independent contractor for that individual.
Yes. Well, it depends on individual, but one of the products that we offer the most is called the Index Universal Life. Basically, where you can open this account, it's a permanent policy where you can accumulate cash value. But some of the feature about this product is, first of all, it's a life insurance product, but second of all, it's accumulation cash value policy. And, have some other benefit like long-term care rider. You can add the rider within this policy just in case something happened to you in the future. Some option, like the living benefit. So in the future, you never know what happened to your health, and if something happened, you have the option to use that benefit. On top of that, within relating to the market's doing well for the last 4 or 5 years. A lot of people are riding the wave, and so they accumulate a lot of cash. But hey, if you want to stay there and ride out the market, that's a good thing. But if you want to lock in that gain and that principal that you have, we have our policy or accounts such as index annuity, where you can place all your money in there, where your principal and your earning is guaranteed. So we have such account out there for you. If it's right time, right moment, you should consider taking an option at that rather than participate in the market currently.
And you're helping me come up with some of the more direct questions I'm going to have following the questions that we put together. When can someone set up an account such as a IUL or an FIA?
Yeah, and IUL is basically, again, it's an insurance product. If you are currently working, you have responsibility, I think that's when you should have that account. If you have mortgage, you need mortgage protection. IUL can work for that account also. If you have kids, young, you need to protect them just in case something happened to you. The IUL works. But a lot of people that I know leverage, as a business owner, business not always going well. So what happened when you strap for cash? So a lot of people are using the cash value to continue the business just in case something happened. In 2008, a lot of business need cash. So they basically tap into the cash value policy to continue the business. For example, McDonald's started out in 1950s, and one of the guy, Ray Kroc, he leveraged the cash value to pay his employee. But it happened very often, like in 2008, a lot of business owners cash out or borrow against the cash value to continue the business, or they can use some money for any reason they want. It's their cash. But if you do it properly, you don't have to pay a lot of penalty or fees.
And where does somebody find out this information on the products? various options that they could look at?
Every individual is different. The best way to do it is sit down, one-on-one. I can give free one-on-one consultation to understand more about products, see if the product is suitable for you, see what your budget are, and so we can plan out if we sit down one-on-one, and I can give you more information. Yes.
Who's the perfect customer for you?
That is a very good question. I think the first.
I told you I was going to come with a curveball.
Yes, the first customer, we have this acronym called macho, right? Macho, someone who's married, right? If you're married, you have responsibility. Someone who's 25 years and older, or 30 years, depending on the age. So macho, married, 25 years and older, someone must have children. If you have children, you care about your children more than anything else, right? So someone have children, someone who owns a house, right? And someone who currently working as an occupation. If you work, you want to insure the income. Why you insure your house? Why you insure your car? Why you insure your iPhone? But you never insure your income. Your income is the most valuable asset you have. But most people are not insuring the income. So yes, the most I think the most suitable client is the macho market. MACHO.
That's great. Another question I have with the deregulation of retirement accounts that are going into this year. How does that impact an independent contractor in the insurance world and the financial advisor world? And then now you also have the tax reform that was approved. And I don't want to get political per se, but where do some of these things, these I guess flags, I don't want to call them red flags, where do you think they are going to be most impactful when it comes to somebody like yourself sitting down with somebody?
That's another very good question, right? With the Department of Labor rule came out last year, we enforced that rule, but recently the Department of Labor delayed the rule for another 18 months. So basically, we still follow whatever the Department of Labor require us to do, but the next 18 months, the rule is not as strict as it's already enforced. So our company spend a lot of money on compliance part, and that's not my role, but the company role overall. They spend a lot of money, make sure everything is in compliance, but it does affect our business a lot in terms of, you have to be properly certified, trained, and licensed and so forth. So the company is basically regulate all that stuff along with the Department of Labor. So we just have to follow the rule, whatever the Department of Labor asks us to do and the company asks us to do, as long as we follow that. But it does have an effect on our business with the retirement account, yes.
And really the most important question, because it's more personal. What has been the biggest impactful thing, the one thing, when I ask you, other than being properly insured as a financial advisor?
Yes.
Okay. How has this business for you impacted you? I saw your cute little daughter at the last workshop, and a future baby coming along with a very sweet wife. Walking out in the beginning of the day, what's the biggest thing that you think about that you got it covered for your family, for your home that you just purchased in the past year up in the Bucks County market, your outer family too, aunts, uncles, mom, dad, whoever's in your immediate circle of impact? What has this business done for you with them?
I think that I was trained to be an engineer, and I was trained to work for someone else. In life, I realized that in our culture, our parents want us to be engineers, scientists, or doctor, or pharmacists, and so forth. And I got that education, but I realized that I work in corporate. I realized I'm living paycheck to paycheck. It doesn't matter what title you are. I mean, I was an engineer, living paycheck to paycheck, and I was trying to find a way to make additional income. Right, and so I came forward, into this business right out of college. After my first year, right out of college, and I want to learn about finance. We all go to work to make money. Everyone go to work to make money, but not everyone know how money work for them. Right, everyone know how to make money, but not everyone save money. So my mission is to go out there and educate people on how to save money. It's not how much you make; it's how much in your bank account does matter. Right, I mean, you can make $1 million, but your bank account was zero. Still be broke, right? So I have read and heard of stories someone make $800,000 a year and still live from paycheck to paycheck because they don't have a mindset of saving. So I believe in saving because you never know what happens in the future, right? And that's very important. On top of that, I learned about finance. On top of that, I learned about how our economy flow together along with taxation, finance, and business. And like you said before, your network is your net worth, right? So you have to know all the resources that you have. So financial is the biggest resource that you have in your daily life, but you don't know how it works.
And this has impacted your family.
And this impact on my family. And you brought up, I own a property in Yardley. 10 years ago I was broke out of college, but I believe in a mission of helping families and build an empire and build an estate and all the stuff. And so now, in the financial industry, I have about over 200 licensed professionals in my team. I have multiple locations. But the key thing is, I want to build that company up where everyone can be duplicated. Madonna, for example, right? It's just a franchise, but you can go anywhere in the world and see Madonna because the most duplicatable franchise in the world, or Subway, right? Why? Because everyone, anyone with or without experience can open a location, and that's our mission: is to go out there and train people on the business and educate them how to start a business, also educate them how to save money. And the more people do it, right, the more money we make. The less people do, the less money we make. So that's how I believe in the mission of helping families. The more people being helped, the more we can save.
Okay, last two things. How do we reach you? How do we contact you? How do we get in touch with you?
Very good. That's another good question. I can be reached. I'm a very simple guy with a cell phone. You call me. Doesn't matter. It's a number, block number, any number. I can be reached as 267-255-8100. I'm not a social media type as much, but I'm getting involved in social media. I get Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and all this stuff. But the best way to anyone to reach me is my phone directly. You can send me a text or call, and my number is 267-255-8100, and I can schedule one-on-one free financial consultation, whether you have an IRA or 401k. Someone came to me yesterday with a pension benefit check, and so let me know. I can come and sit down and talk one-on-one, include insurance, yes.
And I know you extend educational workshops for professional services, and people just want to learn about finance,
yes.
Financial planning. When are those workshops held, and how do they find out about those? Is there a way to find out about educational workshops?
Yes, we have an education workshop at our office regularly every Tuesday at 7 p.m. You can give me a call. I can send you the address, but I'll text you the address. But it's that in Center City. Yes.
Yep, great. Peter, I'd like to thank you for coming out and taking the time on a Saturday. We know the Eagles are coming up around 4:30, but there's no time to slow down in business. This is the best time. It's very relaxing here. We work, and a rumor has it, I think we're going to do a filming.
Yes.
From the Pyramid Club.
Yes.
Next time, I think Work With Your Money podcast comes down here.
Yes.
And we're really going to enjoy the view of the Philadelphia skyline. So I'd like to thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
For coming out.
All right.
And I look forward to seeing you again because, by the way, Peter put me on the spot this past week and put me in front of about 20 people talking about my networking skills and my art of schmooze, which I'm actually teaching a class on in February, first Wednesday here on schmoozing while networking and succeeding with it. But Peter, again, I really appreciate coming into your network with Mayton, who's a counterpart, a new alliance.
Yes.
And I look forward to having you at events that we hold in the future.
Definitely. We're honored to have you and connect with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is Joe Scarice, your mortgage lending specialist at Work Your Money podcast. Your hostess, Michelle Wong, as well. It'll be interviewing a few other people down here in Philadelphia today. Have a great afternoon.